Bottom line is we're taking 36 watches, we're taking our top watch collections, and not only do we want to be the first watch company in the world to put our product out there in such a manner, but we actually want to expose our product to the incredible environments that these watches are going to be in just the naked atmosphere. So it's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming out of it, and believe me, I'm excited to see all the footage more than any of you, so let's see what happens.
Hello, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Longmire. I'm a family physician and biomedical researcher, as well as an engineer technician and operation manager for Project Ether. My major role in Project Ether is making sure that launch preparations and the day of launch goes out without too many hitches. I help with the preparation, making sure that we're getting adequate supplies, that we've thought out the timeline, and that we have the FAA clearance and all the supplies necessary to make the launch go off. Then the day of the launch, I help with coordination, including technical support of preparing rigs to make sure that we get all our balloons off in the air. We've been working with Invicta over the last very long period trying to get this enormous launch going. This is the largest launch that Project Ether has ever done in one day. 18 balloons going up in the morning to be retrieved later in the afternoon, and if necessary over the next day. An enormous task, but I think we're up to it, and I'm really eager to get the footage of these watches going to the edge of space.
Hi, I'm Dr. Benjamin Longmire. I just started as an aerospace engineering professor at the University of Michigan. For the past 5 years, I've been down in Houston working with the NASA Johnson Space Center and a small R&D company doing spacecraft research. So what we want to do is enable future generations to be able to travel anywhere they want to in the solar system. And so I was working on advanced propulsion to enable that. Along the way, I started a program called Project Ether to sort of inspire the next generation of students and high school students, undergrads, and graduate students, and expose them to space research. And the best way that we could do this was using high-altitude weather balloons. And so if you use a weather balloon, you can launch technology up into the upper atmosphere and really simulate sort of the conditions of space. You've got very low temperatures, very low pressures. You have cosmic radiation that you can't really get anywhere else. And so we use these high-altitude weather balloons to test all of this brand new technology. We started a program with Invicta Watch Company, and we're launching 36 watches up to the edge of space and filming these watches and filming their journey as we go along. And Invicta really embodies the spirit of exploration, and together we're partnering to enable some really neat missions. And we have some really neat plans coming up. We may even go farther than the edge of space in the near future. So I've always generally been interested in science and space. My dad would take my brother and I out on the back deck, and we'd sort of look up at the stars and watch comets go by and watch satellites, man-made satellites, sort of orbit the Earth and look at the constellations. When I was really young, I didn't really know what science was, but I liked doing engineering projects, and I liked figuring out how things worked. And it turns out that's what science is all about, asking big questions and trying to answer those questions using technology and using new techniques. And so that's sort of what we're trying to do with Invicta Watch as well. We're trying to push the boundaries of some of the technology used in the watches. I first became interested in plasma physics when I was an undergrad, a senior undergrad, and I was actually studying nuclear engineering at the time. And I thought, you know, if you could really combine a lot of power in space with a nuclear sort of power plant and marry that up to some sort of propulsion device, you could really enable long-distance travel in outer space. And it turns out that the best way to do the propulsion side of things is to use a plasma, where you superheat a gas, you strip off an electron, you have this sea and collection of ions and electrons, and then you can even superheat that beyond what you can do with chemical rockets like the space shuttle. And so if you use a plasma, you can create propulsion devices that you can't replicate with chemical rockets. Yeah, so we wanted to push the boundaries of what watches can do, and so by taking a watch up to the edge of space and exposing it to this extreme environment of minus 90 Fahrenheit temperatures, almost a near vacuum, we're about 1 torr, so that's about 1/100th of an atmosphere, and cosmic radiation, we're sort of pushing the boundaries of what a watch can endure. And it turns out that these particular watches, a lot of them that we're flying, are made for diving, for scuba diving, and that turns out that's about what you want to have a watch survive in space as well.
Samir, Russian diver, something else.
Oh, it's done! Which one is it? It's red? You're sucking. So we got it!
It looks good!
Looks good! Bagged and tagged.
Get it in the truck.
Get it in.
Awesome. Now you're done. Hey, Ben. Our hook thing with Jogger. It's half there, stuck on something. Got it?
That's still a good shape.
Let me get you in it. Very good! Looks nice. Still working. We're at recovery zone. Straight out ahead, you can see a blinking light. That is the balloon. We're heading out there, but because this field is very muddy and slippery and hard to walk in, we're gonna go along the tree line where we hope it'll be drier and then cut over towards the balloon. Here we go.
Look what I found. Look what I found.
Oh, look at the mouse.
Oh, it's a field mouse.
Little bunny foo-foo hop into the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping on the head.
Oh my gosh! This humongous giant is chasing me.
All right, and back to what we're supposed to be doing.
Speaking of people that don't control their inhibitions, you just like back up the river.
Can see the rig. Start to see the parachute to the side. There it is.
beautiful beacon.
We're coming for you.
I don't know who hooked that up, but good job.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great to see it. Almost there.
Whenever I see these in the store, I buy all of them.
Oh, think how much harder it would be to find that without the light.
Hi, I'm Ian Lind. I have a degree from the University of Michigan in mechanical engineering. My day job is a vehicle test engineer. And here on my weekends, I spend most of my time working on Project Ether.
Thing of beauty.
Here it is.
And she's intact.
More or less.
Intact upside down. Ooh, looks like we got a watch right in the dirt.
Out of the dirt.
See, the other one's sticking out.
With the alien.
Let's see how this one failed. It looks intact. It's pretty dirty, so I can't see it, but it's on the correct date. I don't see any scratches or problems with the watch.
The alien.
And over here, our alien friend
Went for a ride and got a little muddy.
looks good.
Maybe it's space dirt.
Space.
And that time looks correct.
Okay, let's bag it.
Take it, take it.
Invicta.
And we're going. All right, good job, team.
Good job.
And oh, we got the balloon over there. Let's not forget that.
Camera, watch. Keeper, spot,
Alien.
alien.
Of course, the alien.
Balloon.
Came off.
And a balloon.
Cleaned up anything that was left behind.
No, we're clear.
All right, let's head out.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Time to bag an alien, fellas. You can breathe, little bunny. Oh yeah, this one's good and dirty. Nothing like space dirt. Preserved just as it landed. Yours for the taking.
For Project Ether, I'm listed as an engineering technician to help out with the program and any bit of engineering advice I can give and rig some of the machines. I like to think of myself as a master rigger, spend most of my time putting up parachutes and getting the pieces in place so that Ben just looks good on camera, really.
Hi, I'm Daryl Anderson. I'm working with Dr. Ben Longmire and the Ether Project team here today with the Invicta group. And we're launching watches into the atmosphere to the edge of space, probably around 30 to 33 kilometers, which is 100 to 120,000 feet. I'm here today. My responsibility is the balloon inflation and launch. And after this, we'll pack up and go and recover the GoPro cameras with the SIM cards and the photographs inside. So originally I got tied up with Ben at the University of Houston, and I work with atmospheric science teams, and we launch ozone sondes, which are about yay big, which measure ozone at the surface and stratospheric ozone. So the scientists being that we were curious one day and said, I wonder, are we flying through the clouds or are we flying through some sulfur dioxide? So we said, oh, I don't know, let's put a camera on there and we'll see. So Ben put a camera on one of our ozone sondes and voila, Ether Project was born. And by the way, we beat MIT, we did it first. And today I'm having fun with the Invicta team, and we have a lot more of these things to launch. And anyway, good job, Invicta. Thank you very much for the opportunity to work with you guys.
I want to thank everybody for taking part in this incredible event. It's been a great exploration project. We've put a lot of effort behind it. You know, and when you look at it, I just want everybody to know that this is not some advertising or PR stunt that we're trying to put together, or we're trying to get more attention for our brand by any chance with this project, with all these watches and hold on, just, you know, this is all about scientific discovery and putting our watches under the right elements and really being able to have an exciting opportunity to really see. Wait, hold on, let me get the sign up, guys, for you before we finish editing this Edge of Space clip, just to make sure that www.invictawatch.com, so www.invictawatch.com, that we get a chance to show off our product, www.invictawatch.com. So I really want to thank everybody for this great opportunity. Hopefully you understand that it is about putting the watches under the elements and not a branding Invicta Watch, www.invictawatch.com effort. So, you know, yeah, I just more